Although our three cars aren't the biggest you're ever going to come across, they still need to be practical. So without further ado, let's see how our three little machines get on. Starting with this little Korean number, the Hyundai Getz. And straight away when I open the boot you can see it's quite narrow here, but there's loads of depth and it swallows up our shopping quite easily. There's also a nice little touch on each side, little shelves for putting your handbag. All I need to do now is buy myself a handbag. Oh, what colour shall I buy it in? Now Hyundai have tried to design a car that does appeal to us Europeans, but they haven't done anything fancy. There's no clever folding seats, but what they have given us is acres and acres and acres of good old-fashioned space. And I don't mean space for the passenger and the driver. Hyundai tell us that there are no less than 20 storage areas or storage bins in or around the car. And no, I haven't tried to count them all. In the front, well, there's loads of legroom and a surprising amount of headroom. And even though the seat doesn't really adjust that much, it is naturally quite comfortable. In the back, well, you'll fit two average size adults. But if you try to get three in there, I really do think it will be at a bit of a push. Although the Alto isn't the roomiest car I've ever been in, it does have a couple of plus points. The first of which is the boot, which is surprisingly generous and can be further extended with split folding rear seats. Again, like many small cars, passenger space is at a premium. Unlike the Getz, however, rear seat passengers will find anything more than a quick trip to the shops very uncomfortable, as there is a distinct lack of legroom. The car's other plus is that room in the front isn't too bad and the seats are surprisingly comfortable, if not very supportive. Although the Kelisa has 5 doors, it isn't the most practical proposition. For a start, there is precious little leg or headroom in the rear. Only the smallest of people will find a rear seat journey comfortable. Up front, things are a little better. There's enough room for 6-footers, but trying to find a good driving position is difficult as the seat doesn't adjust for height, and they are fairly unsupportive. As for the boot, well, you might as well forget it, as anything bigger than a wallet, well, depending on how big or how much money you have in your wallet, will probably cause you problems. Although all three of our cars are small, it's the Getz that offers the best all-round practicality. Not only will it seat its occupants in relative comfort, but it will also have enough room left over to carry whatever they need. Next is the Alto. Yes, it has limited rear space, but its slightly bigger boot means it just sneaks into second place. Which means that in last place is the Perodua. Unfortunately, its cute looks can't disguise the fact that the car is sorely lacking in overall practicality.